Be ready to shoot. Good pass from your teammate, and got a handoff to Bicella here. And a take for the 2.
And that is a big part of her game. It's developed from last year. Not just a three-point shooter. She can get to the rim. She can create her own shot. And Littlejohn is fouled on the misplay there from Archbishop Wood. Yeah, just to complete the point there, Meg. I mean, Bicella being able to get off the bounce and get to the rim, how much more lethal now does that make the 3? Because you have to respect the bounce as well.
Of course, of course. And as a player, that shot's, it's hard to develop, that floater, and to have it at her skill set, is nice.
By the way, Meg McCullough knows of which she speaks. My partner here tonight, University of Penn player, graduated in 2014, and now runs the women's basketball podcast, by the way, that everybody should go listen to.
Oh, it was good take there by Lansdale Catholic. They're up 6-4. Let's see if Wood can come back.
Lansdale Catholic, that zone is so tough when it starts to collapse on you. Gotta make sure you're spaced out well, the ball's moving, and you're cutting with purpose.
See some good ball moving here to the left. Drive attack. Swinging.
How quickly can they swing it? They return it to the corner. And Littlejohn came up with the rebound.
Has to be her, third or fourth rebound. Just a really good job crashing the boards and attacking.
Renninger, speaking of third or fourth rebound, at just 5'5", she's one of the leading rebounders on this team. There's a steal from Littlejohn. No numbers. Doesn't matter to Littlejohn. It's blocked by Renninger. And that should be Archbishop Wood basketball. Well done by Ava Renninger.
Michaela Finnegan checking in, number 20 on Wood, has had a great start as a freshman, and we'll see what she can do here in this big showcase.
It really is the story with both of these teams that are at the top of the Philadelphia Catholic League, Meg, and they are a lot of times driven by underclassmen, or certainly they're playing key supporting roles. Neither of these teams are going anywhere. This is going to be a big game every time it cycles around on the calendar for years to come.
Yep, those high school matchups, swing over. Good ball movement by Lansdale Catholic, attack, and a foul.
And speaking of freshmen, Allie Esposito, the freshman for Lansdale Catholic, she picks up the personal foul on the dribble drive. Alexa Windish, the 5'6" guard, will shoot 2 at the line. She's 1 of 2 from the stripe here tonight.
She takes that first one, see if she can convert the second.
The game last year, Meg, in the Palestra was a game of runs, and Lansdale Catholic got up big early, and Archbishop Wood made some halftime adjustments. They trailed by 8 at the half, ended up with a multi-possession lead. Lansdale Catholic cut it back to a tie and got the big shot at the end. Great look from Sanaya Littlejohn. Allie Esposito with nobody down low at the block.
Yeah, speaking of runs, so far each team has been able to hit back here. We have number 4 from Wood, Ava Renninger with a turnaround jumper.
And Mike McDonald said that's the engine that runs the offense. And really, it's been that way for a couple of years. When Allie Fleming went down last year, giveaway there by the freshman Allie Esposito looking for McDonough. When Fleming went down last year, a lot of people wrote this team off. It was the leading scorer for Archbishop Wood, Fleming. But first off, Fleming stayed very involved, kind of a coach on the bench. But Renninger stepped up. The other 5 stepped up, the other 4 in the starting lineup, and a couple of the key reserves. And a jump ball, guess who? Ava Renninger mixing it up with Sanaya Littlejohn. That's been our matchup to watch here tonight, and it's delivered.
Yeah, great energy and aggression there on that rebound, getting an extra possession for the Wood team. All those little ones matter, and see if they can convert here.
And so now, Fleming, of course, Kara Meredith, Delaney Finnegan, and Deja Evans no longer with the club. this is a different looking team, but yet again, Mike McDonald and this program have retooled with some younger players that are playing key minutes. 1 minute and 4 seconds to play in what's been an excellent first quarter thus far. Bacella 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. She has the runner in the lane. Littlejohn will try it from deep, and that's a great box out by the Vikings of Archbishop Wood. Again, they push. Almost got it off the window. And Littlejohn will pull it up. A quick point there, Meg, as McDonough gets to the hoop and is blocked by Emily Nels.
You can see they're face guarding Bacella here, and it's making it a little more difficult on offense for Wood. Sorry, for Lansdale Catholic. Good take there by Wood to take the lead 10-8.
That's an offhand layup by Naus. They had a chance to hold for one, and gosh, as has become customary in this rivalry, nobody's holding for one.
15 seconds last year.
There's the runner by Emily Naus. She hit an early three, which got her going. She's got the last 4 of the quarter, and Archbishop Wood ends on a mini spurt to lead by 4.
Always helps going into that quarter with some energy, some spirit, but sure we'll see Lansdale Catholic bounce back as we saw last year and in their games this year. 13-1, really great start, and same for Wood, coming off 11-5, some great wins against O'Hara and Carroll, and looking forward to continuing it here.
So Meg, we teased it a little bit, your background in basketball, but tell us a little bit about your history and the game and the community, certainly what brings you here tonight, and why the love for high school basketball?
Yeah, of course. Well, basketball's always been a part of my life growing up. Older brothers, I was always played through high school, Notre Dame, and had the opportunity, Academy of Notre Dame in the Interac, and had the opportunity to continue on at Penn. But we would play all these, Catholic League schools out season, and it was just great experience, great reps, great atmospheres as we can see here, and just being a part of it, still helping these girls improve both on and off the court has been something special I've kept with me through the years. So it's a special sport, and we're happy for all those listeners that are supporting.
Absolutely, and the folks that couldn't be here tonight, this is a wonderfully quaint and tight venue that only was going to seat so many, and they knew early on that this game was going to sell out. We're thrilled that we're here to bring it to those that could not, whether be here because of geographic or other reasons, or just didn't get to the door in time before it sold out.
We have people on the stage watching.
That's right. Littlejohn again, one-on-one against Renninger. McDonough sets the ball screen. Here's Nadia Yamola, and it's tight over in that corner, so Littlejohn will take it back to the logo.
She has great patience and poise, as a point guard, that handle, and knowing when to attack right about now. Great shot from Littlejohn, and they're creeping back in, 12-10.
And Meg, that's a developing part of her game. To the extent that she can hit the mid-range shot with consistency, that's going to be a challenge for anyone at any level that wants to try to guard her. Renninger, that's a deep three. Couldn't quite hit it, and a solid check out down below there by the freshman Esposito. Fouled in the act of shooting. Renninger picks up the personal, and Littlejohn can tie it here with 6:50 to play in the second quarter.
And Bob, you can see those long outlets. It's something, as a player you focus on. How quickly can you get out in the court, force those easy baskets, easy layups. Got Littlejohn here shooting too. See if she can catch the second at the charity stripe.
We talked with both coaches about this rivalry and where it's going in the future, and really it wasn't a rivalry even prior to last year. In 2022, Lansdale Catholic made a surprise run, I would say, through the 4A state playoffs and got all the way to the final where they were beaten by this Archbishop Wood team. Renninger, no one picked her up. just a little short. There's an offensive carom for the Vikings, and in rhythm 3 for Emily Naus.
Extra rebounds there from Lauren Greer, 31. Great hustle. Oh, and a putback from McDonough.
Boy, that is skill with the little fadeaway. I don't know that she needed the fadeaway there, Meg, but skillful nonetheless
Looks
to put
pretty.
that through. You're 6'2", you know, that's the other thing is, hey, who's going to guard this going straight up? McDonough. That's a great look again for Emily Naus, and it started with McDonough jumping at the ball shooter, some help coming off the edge, a great kick to the wing. And so the rivalry as Bacella steps back. That's a tough shot. Who's going to get to it first? Archbishop Wood does. Good find up the floor and a bit too strong. Yamola runs the floor defensively for Lansdale Catholic. But again, that rivalry started in the 2022 final. Archbishop Wood was more ready for the moment. It was Lansdale Catholic's first time there. They met again, of course, in the regular season, and Lansdale Catholic beat Archbishop Wood in the 2023 Catholic League regular season for the first time ever. That's Little John, count it, and won. And then, of course, they met in that epic matchup, Meg, at the Palestra in the Philadelphia Catholic League final. One more look, find the body of the defender. Good body control by Little John. And so the first 2 times in the program's history, the Lansdale Catholic beat Archbishop Wood. And so the question is, will the rivalry continue? I think as long as these 2 men are roving the sidelines, Mike McDonald and Eric Gidney, I think this game will mean something. Particularly 2 schools, you know, one's just into Bucks County, Archbishop Wood, the other's in the heart of Montgomery County. Couple of miles as the crow flies. Emily Naus stays hot. It's been her night.
Yeah, it's some great basketball out here today. Clearly some strong coaches that are working with the girls on and off the season, and we'll see if we can have Lansdale Catholic get a stop here. Control that run.
Little John Renninger.
Good defense, good pressure by Wood.
Bacella defended 1-on-1. Has not had a clean look all night. Good look, and that's well long from Esposito. Good box out by Emily Naus. Sanaya Littlejohn, what a play. How athletic is that? Body control. Hello. That's a high-end Division I play. Emily Naus, you gotta guard her when she walks in the door to the gym.
That was a deep one. Both teams.
Little John to answer. That's maybe not quite her look. Renninger steps into one. It's a good look, but a long 2. And Lansdale Catholic is thinking, mercifully, somebody other than Emily Naus taking a shot from beyond the arc.
That's true. I mean, you can see Emily Naus is getting hot here, but Lansdale Catholic has done a really good job continuing to score on offense. We'll see if they get something here.
We talked about the D1 interest for Sanaya Littlejohn. Her and Grace McDonough have about a total of 55 or so schools combined that are interested in them. A lot of the same schools, and Littlejohn lost the footing and traveled with it. A lot of the same schools are looking at both of them. Makes Eric Gidney's job a little bit easier, but also I think Meg makes the college recruiter's job a little bit easier. Hey, I'll take one trip to Montgomery County, and I'll get a point guard and a forward.
That already have chemistry.
That's right. That's a good trip to the office.
A good duo.
And that one overthrown. Naus not on the same page with number 20, Michaela Finnegan. That's what that collapsing zone can do to you.
Yep. They extend it there a bit more just to guard the 3, and threw Wood off their game. You can see Bacella being guarded tight here. Hard for her to get off an easy shot, but attack.
Off the ball screen, there's McDonough with an offensive rebound. Couldn't finish with the left hand. There she is, each one further than the last. Emily Naus. She hit an enormous three right at the end of the third quarter of the game at the Palestra last year. That pushed Archbishop Wood into the lead and gave them some momentum in the fourth quarter. Now a whistle on the floor. There was a point at the Wood bench, Meg. That might have been a bench warning. Beg your pardon.
No worries. I agree, Bob. Just going to say, many big threes in that game, and you're right, that third quarter Naus three was big, just like she's hitting here. But Lansdale Catholic did not give up last year. I can see if they get something here on offense. Good cut by Bacella.
The double comes late. Esposito, great look inside. They got it up quickly. Well done. That's the sophomore, Aubrey Mobley. Windish carves her way into the lane. How do you leave her open? Emily Naus. That's what a paint touch does for you there, though, Meg. Collapse that zone.
Yep, driving kick. Get the defense off feet and kick it out to the shooter. That's hot right now.
Good answer from Sanaya Littlejohn.
Yep, they have a minute 18 to cut this lead, and we'll see if they can get a stop here. It's the most important thing they need to focus on. A stop and a score is what we say. One at a time.
A good look from three. But, as Lansdale Catholic would say, it's somebody else taking it. Too strong. And Archbishop Wood makes it one and done. Now Naus got into the lane. It's her night. Ten-point lead for Archbishop Wood. Ties their largest of the night. Final stages of the second quarter, and this game has flown by.
Sure has, Bob. Lots of energy on both sides, but Wood at this point is getting some steals and making some shots.
Aubrey Mobley had no chance but to foul number 10, Sophia Tapakis. You'll see on this replay here, it started that Archbishop Wood really didn't have any numbers, but Tapakis beat Lansdale Catholic down the floor.
She did, got her shoulder in there and enough to get the foul called. 1 for 1. Slightly off to the right, or right on that one. See if Lansdale Catholic can respond. 15 seconds.
See if you can create some sort of down screen to get Bacella an open look here. 6 seconds to play. Sanaya Littlejohn with 2, with 1. And Archbishop Wood defends to perfection on that final offensive sequence for Lansdale Catholic. They lead by 11 points here at the break. And Meg, we can talk about and will talk about Emily Naus and her incredible prowess from beyond the arc. But one thing that always stands out to me about Mike McDonald and his teams is their defensive acumen, their intensity on the defensive side of the ball, and how there really are no easy looks for Lansdale Catholic right now.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. We all know, defense wins games, and it's great when you have the offense, but right now they're partnering the two together and getting stops, and that's most important. So I think Lansdale Catholic will take it in the locker room, see how they can definitely stop Naus and get a run going in the second half.
What a game we have here tonight. Glad everybody's here with us. Stand by, and we'll be back in just a few minutes for the second half here on Bob Long Sports.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly
40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
They're face guarding Bacella here, and it's making it a little more difficult.
It's not gonna get copyrighted, guys. You know what I'm doing that right now. I just don't want to get copyrighted.
Little John will pull it up. A quick point there, Meg. As McDonough gets to the hoop and almost got it off the window. Bacella 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. She has the runner in the lane. Little John will try it from deep. Mike McDonald in this. And so now Fleming, of course, Kara Meredith, Delaney, coach on the bit. Went down last year. Giveaway there by the freshman Ali Esposito. Went down last year. Giveaway there by the freshman Ali Esposito. Went down last year. Giveaway there by the freshman Ali Esposito. Went down last year. Giveaway there by the freshman Ali Esposito. Went down last year. Giveaway there by the freshman Ali Esposito. Went down last year. Giveaway there by the freshman Ali Esposito. Went down last year. Giveaway there by the freshman Ali Esposito. Went down last year. Giveaway there by the freshman. Players playing at the next level. But they got a group of players that they think can do it this year. This is one of them, Grace McDonough. And that was Mike McDonald's number one concern, is how are they going to guard Grace McDonough down low. That's Emily Nouse with the ball at the top of the key. She had 27 points in the first half, 6 from behind the arc, and she will shoot 2 at the line. Not only, Meg, did she do such a great job offensively, but when they've gone man, which is almost exclusively, it's been her role to guard the larger and taller Grace McDonough down low.
A really great first half for this junior, and we'll see if she can hit these two. First one is good. It'll be important for Lansdale Catholic to get stops here.
Nouse, 2 of 2. 29 of the 35 points for Archbishop Wood. By the way, big ups to Andrew Robinson, who covers just about everything here in Philadelphia, with City of Basketball Love, for giving us that stat. And now they're getting the two bigs involved, Meg. Esposito on the dish from McDonough.
Yeah, that was a great high-low. Got the ball in the middle and able to find an opening down below. You can see some intensity here on the defensive side.
Nouse, tough pass through traffic, and McDonough came up with it. Now Little John pulls it back for Nadia Yamola.
Have to see if we can get something here from Bacella. She set the record with 10 threes in a game against Orion a few weeks ago. Pretty impressive.
That's a really good look for McDonough. Yeah, she's had games, has Bacella, with 7 threes, 8 threes, and 10 threes. Unbelievable. That's a great look. Archbishop Wood gets the look they want, but one and done there as Windish's shot comes up short. Yamola, give it back to her in rhythm, and that was short. Didn't quite get the feet set as she let that one go.
Good quarter, guys, that second period.
So the 5 out there for Lansdale Catholic tonight: Little John, Nadia Yamola, Olivia Bacella, Annie Esposito, and then Grace McDonough. Or, beg your pardon, Ali Esposito, the freshman who's been unbelievable so far this year. So is she. Ava Renninger.
Big three, not just from Emily Nouse, but from another strong shooter. We'll see if Lansdale Catholic, and a steal by Let's see who we have. 31. Sorry, couldn't see the number there. Lauren Greer. Great.
And Renninger again. That's a long 2, at least for now. The officials are going to talk about that very point. Now they're going to give her a 3. So Ava Renninger has now hit 2 straight threes, and you mentioned the steal and assist from Lauren Greer. Greer played JV each of the last 3 seasons for this program. She stuck it out, and now she's starting and has some colleges looking at her. And in an environment where a lot of people do transfer for the next great opportunity, she stuck it out, recognizing the type of program that she was growing within, and knew that it would be Lauren Greer time her senior year. What a great job by her to do that, and now reaping those rewards, Meg.
Yeah, always a great story. All that extra hard work pays off, getting reps wherever it may be, and then having a strong last year.
McDonough all over the offensive glass. Ali Esposito resets for Littlejohn, and that feed was just to that inside shoulder rather than the outside shoulder, and McDonough had trouble adjusting. One more look. I think if you keep it off the outside shoulder there, she turns all in one motion, keeps the ball high, and finishes with the left hand.
Yep, just the placement there. Great idea from Littlejohn, yep.
There's an open 3. That one is no good. And Bacella tracks it down in the corner, and a foul is called against Archbishop Wood. Emma Yogus. One more look here, and I think the foul was first because on the back end, maybe a little chicken wing there from Olivia Bacella, but
good pressure to see that she's in the corner and tries to get a quick turnover. Bacella here drives, good take for 2.
Oh yeah, and that's what you want from your senior there. They're gonna run you off the 3-point line. Great, sounds good. I can get to the rim with the best of them. She started as a point guard her freshman year. That's well short. Renninger, she'll get a better look by finding her teammate inside. Beautiful. And the finish inside by Lauren Greer. But again on Bacella, who has the ball now. She started as a point guard. Then she thought this is her better position. A shooting guard getting into it, knocking it down. Sanaya Littlejohn coming into the program as a youngster and being able to run the point allows her to go off to 2-guard Meg, and things like that can happen. She's been unbelievable the last couple of years.
Yeah, that combo is always nice. We had a screen there and a nice 3 from Bacella. Let's see if she can get something moving here, and down 12 at this point. 3 minutes to go.
So for as well as Emily Naus has shot the ball, and it's been unbelievable. 6 threes. All of a sudden, 12-point game, it's a lot to come back from, but you have the sharp shooting Bacella, you got Littlejohn that can get to the rim, Ali Esposito and Grace McDonough down low. A couple of big stops for this Lansdale Catholic team, and you can be looking at a whole new ball game.
Yeah, especially at this high school level. These point differences are not much when, you have this great talent and a team can go on a run and feel good and make some shots, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point game. So we'll see what happens here in this showdown of 2 great teams from the final last year.
By the way, I think we can say this. I don't know if it's any major secret, but we'll unveil it anyway. I'm thrilled to be back broadcasting the Philadelphia Catholic League Finals this year from the Plaster. So excited to do it, but I'm even more excited that Meg McCullough is going to be my partner for the girls' game. And so thrilled that you can be here tonight calling this one. Who knows? Is it a preview? There are some other teams, O'Hara, Carroll, Newman, Goretti, that might have something to say about that, and it's going to be unbelievable as we get to February. They waved this off. What's the call? 2 officials. They have the foul against Lansdale Catholic. They wave off the bucket. This is the tail end of it.
We'll see. On the ground, ball's in play.
And again, Emily Naus getting to the rim. She draws 2 fouls on successive possessions. This time, Meg, no question in the act.
Yep, she wanted that first one and got the ball back and just took it right at them. Let's see if she can convert here. As you were saying, Bob, that it's a special opportunity for these girls to play against great competition in the Philadelphia area and then make their way to the Palestra. And I no doubt these teams will be competing with whoever's up in that level. And right now, both undefeated. We'll see how it falls today.
Maybe the wildest stat to show how good Wood has been for so long, even before Mike McDonald arrived years ago. They have been to the Palestra, not to the semifinals, but to the final in 14 of the last 17 years. Great defense by Lansdale Catholic's Sanaya Littlejohn.
That is an impressive stat. Program with lots of great history and something Lansdale Catholic is starting with their first one last year.
And an off-ball, dead ball foul called against Archbishop Wood. It'll go the other way.
See if Littlejohn can get something going here. McDonough to Bacella.
And Alexa Windish, she's the one that is going to guard the opposing team's best player that's under 6 foot. And that's Bacella, and that's a 5-second call. So Meg, I've never liked this call. And the officials are adjudicating it exactly the way the National Federation of High Schools wants them to adjudicate it. They're doing it right. I just don't like that. I understand that she didn't get off the outside hip of the defender, but she advanced the ball a good 5 feet there.
Yep.
And the count didn't stop.
It's a tough one. I mean, the credit to the defender being able to keep her in front and apply that pressure, but again, I think she broke the plane there and made her.
Count it and one for Ava Renninger. She's hit a couple from deep. This time she gets to the hoop off the bounce. One more look. Just kind of always had that defender beat by a half step, didn't give up the advantage. That's a quality finish in traffic.
It is. Running her here in the second half, having 2 big threes, and then this few other takes, really strong performance, and see if Lansdale Catholic can get something on offense.
Great look inside, and she got it up quickly, plus the foul. Lauren Greer picked it up. And Lansdale Catholic needed that one, Meg. It was their largest deficit of the night at 17. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. And a chance for Lansdale Catholic on the stoppage to go full court pressure. The problem is on both sides of the floor you have unbelievable ball handlers. Renninger is fouled by number 24, Aubrey Mobley.
Mobley just had a great finish and one with the foul shot and guarding Renninger here.
Yeah, Mobley is a captain as a sophomore on a team that has a senior and a couple of juniors and girls that have played at the highest level here, going through to the state final, Philadelphia Catholic League final. Says a lot about Mobley, who was termed as a glue girl. She'll guard 1 to 4 depending upon what's necessary. And that time a little chuck on Renninger, but making her presence known. Lansdale Catholic looking to clear it out. And Emily Naus called for the foul. She knew it as she tried to go through the player to get to that basketball.
Great post up by Grace McDonough, and to be able to get her the ball inside to trigger that foul.
And again, saw we had just a tiny bit of fuzziness there. Here is Olivia Bacella. Great offensive rebound there. Ali Esposito. That one towards the sideline, kept in, but for Emily Naus. But again, it is a packed gym, and we got the stands bumping up and down, so we'll recalibrate that camera as soon as we can. It's the largest lead, though, for Archbishop Wood at 18 points. Again, Renninger, again getting to the hoop, and again with that power right-hand dribble.
Between Naus and Renninger, it's some great basketball. And inside for McDonough.
They wave off the foul. So I think that's the 15th foul, and now we get that confirmation. By the way, just so we do know, because by the time of day, 7:48, what you see on the scoreboard of 2 on the period symbol would seem correct, or potentially correct. This is third quarter action here on Bob Long Sports, and it was like a 22-minute, 23-minute first half. They were running up and down the floor, not many stoppages. A few more here in the third quarter, but Lansdale Catholic, they have their work cut out for them. Down 16 with 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
See if they can hold here, get a stop. 16 seconds. This will be good. Big momentum going into the half.
Great look. Open 3 given up so that she can drive to the hoop. Good hands inside by the freshman, Ali Esposito. Down to the 2-second mark, puts it up. Good if it goes. They got the stop, did Lansdale Catholic. They got a decent look, but it is a 16-point lead for Archbishop Wood headed to the fourth quarter. In large part paced by 29 points from Emily Naus, 27 of which came in the first half. One more ask to the folks watching the game here tonight. Like the video and give us a follow on YouTube. We're fortunate to be able to get out and broadcast a lot of games, and we do it because there's demand for it and folks enjoy following the athletic exploits of these wonderful athletes across the Philadelphia Catholic League. So follow us for more here on Bob Long Sports. What has caught your eye this year, Meg, across the high school basketball scene? That can be girls, boys. That could be high schoolers playing at the college level. What's caught your eye?
Yeah, I think it's really fun to be able to watch these talented high school players take that next step to the college level. It's a fast game. It's a new environment for them, and you can see here even Gabby Casey with the St. Joe's University team. They're off to a great start, won the Big Five. Playing amazing and great basketball in the A-10, and Gabby Case is a big part of that. Coming as a guard, and that transition from high school to college is super important, and she did a great job. So it'll be fun to see how these girls do that are out on the court now when they decide to make that step to play at the next level.
That's right. Yeah, you talk about Casey, and we mentioned that Emily Naus, right, the junior, verbally committed to St. Joe's. This is Naus, full head of steam, and they will reset that offense, then hit the gas switch, and it's an excellent look. Can't argue with it. Now for Lansdale Catholic. Got to get some good looks. Ava Renninger meets her at the summit, a big block. They switched things up, did Lansdale Catholic. Out of the zone. Renninger is blocked by Grace McDonough, averaging 4 per contest. And by the way, Sanaya Littlejohn, the defender on Emily Naus, the game's leading scorer. A little bit of length at that guard position, but super quick. Windish guards Olivia Bacella, largely bottled up here tonight. Archbishop Wood, they did this last year to Maddie Weber, now playing at Villanova in the state final. That was the team out west that Weber played for. And I don't think they were ready for the defensive prowess of Archbishop Wood. More of the same. Different pieces, Meg, but the commitment to the defensive end remains the same in Warminster.
Yeah, agreed. And I know we talked about it earlier, but that's where it starts. And all along, Wood has pressured Lansdale Catholic and got them out of their game. Got one good for Bicella. See if she can knock down the second.
And what was 18 at one point is now 13, is now 12 with an eternity to go. Can Lansdale Catholic turn up the screws defensively and coerce some turnovers to bring them back into the contest? Archbishop Wood is running their sets, spacing the floor well. Looking for a back cutter.
Yeah, at this level, it's, they can run their normal offense and it takes time off the clock. So Lansdale Catholic's going to have to do something, step up and cause that turnover.
Again, some of those elements of the Princeton-style offense where you're flashing and cutting with a back screen.
Right there on spot, backdoor cuts.
And that one was tipped. What a job by Sophia Tapakis to get the hand on it. Fortunate for Archbishop Wood that it hit the backboard. And now they can put it in park if they so choose. Up 12 with 5.5 to go.
Got the switch to Littlejohn.
And they're going to feed it inside. And that was a pass into a lot of traffic. Certainly understand what Greer was looking to do there, but it creates the opportunity in transition. So now Littlejohn cuts it to 10.
That's what Lansdale Catholic needed, 2 stops, and that time they did get a score, so.
Timeout, Mike McDonald, and that's an experienced coach there. Seeing things start to turn, still the two double-digit lead. Let's get it under control, he says, before it starts to go the wrong direction.
Yeah, and both teams have been in these positions all year with some playing against tough competition, close games, and
just canceled the Ryan game for February 6th, and I signed up for the tennis game on the same day.
You can't be doing that, Bo.
Why?
Because you can't.
I can.
What's the date on it?
February 6th. The Ryan Gold game. They're not that good. So I signed up for tennis game instead. Why?
You gotta, before you do that, you gotta talk to Taylor and,
I know what to do, bye.
I know. Love you.
The top-rated schedule, I get that. It's effectively a national schedule that Westtown is playing, and Archbishop Wood right behind with a lot of distance between 2 and 3, the second hardest schedule in Pennsylvania this year. So they're ready for these moments, and they feel like they've played competition that would fare well and perhaps even be difficult for a Catholic League, champion to beat. And so they feel as if they're ready to go in the regular season here.
Yep, they've been put in those positions before, but here we are struggling to get the ball in. Another timeout for Wood.
Yep, absolutely. Lansdale Catholic ratchets up the screws. Lansdale Catholic, they were perfect, Meg, going into just this past weekend, and they lost to a familiar foe, a foe you know very well, Notre Dame.
Yes, I did see that. It's been fun to go back to the academy and watch some of their games. They're playing strong as well, but 13-1 is pretty darn good coming into this game. So,
of course, Notre Dame, your alma mater.
Yes. In the Interact, they had a game today against Penn Charter. It was a rematch. I'm not sure how that went down, but as always, maybe we'll get some Bob Long on the Interact one day.
Tell you what, that would be fun. There's a high level of basketball being played in the Interact. There is no doubt about that. Renninger, strong catch. Opens up the 3, Windish.
Doing it on both an offense and defense there. Guarding Bicella and hitting the 3. Pretty impressive.
That's a big 3 to stop the bleeding. They lead again by 13. And that back cut was ambitious. The pass was beyond the outstretched arms of Olivia Bacella, and Renninger puts it in park. Olivia Bacella picks up the personal foul. Just the first team foul against Lansdale Catholic here in the fourth quarter. And again, for those of you relatively new, at least to the 2023-2024 high school basketball season, the model has changed in terms of how they account for fouls and the bonus to return to the NBA model. Great back cut. And Alexa Windish on the assist from Emily Naus.
Great execution out of that half court, or excuse me, out of the sideline and half court. Let's see if Lansdale Catholic can get something going here. Down 15 with 4 minutes to go.
Dribble drive, Mobley is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Another look at the tail end of that one as she got knocked. Back in for Archbishop Wood, Sophia Tapakis. Tapakis, an interesting story. A really talented midfield in soccer, and may be her sport when it comes down to it. But Mike McDonald said that he feels as if she takes a lot of her qualities from the soccer field onto the basketball floor. Great ball handler, very creative, the way a lot of soccer players are and need to be. And she has been an excellent option for this team. The last, if you will, the fifth starter. Michaela Finnegan, her split a lot of time, with Finnegan being the first off the bench. And Finnegan, by the way, the sister of Delaney Finnegan, who was 5'10", long, certainly had a great offensive game, but the thing that stuck out to her more than anything for me was she was one of the best on-ball defenders I've ever seen at the high school level. And yes, the length helped, but the discipline, the footwork was a big part of it. Michaela, a lot of the same. She's had 5 games in double digits, so she's become an offensive threat, but also can really defend and works well within this system. The one thing that Mike did say, though, Meg, is she's 5'6". Not sure if she's getting to 5'10" the way her sister did.
Yep, yeah, no. It's all right with her size. She's still scrappy and can control the ball.
That's right.
Point guard, shooting guard, whatever she chooses as a freshman. She's young and has a lot of great talents.
Ava Renninger does a great job to get into the set. And with 3:42 to go, they're going to force Lansdale Catholic to take some chances. Windish gives up the open 3. She just hit one. So it shows you exactly where Archbishop Wood's head is. Shorten this basketball game. Keep the ball in the hands of maybe the best guard in the league in Ava Renninger.
See if she can draw a 5-second call back to
That's
what we were talking about earlier. It's turn the ball over and get something going on offense.
Now a double, picked up the dribble in a tough spot, and Mike McDonald calls timeout. And that's a great timeout coming from that Archbishop Wood bench. We talk about it all the time, Meg. There's no shot clock here at the high school level, but that doesn't mean that it's easy to dribble the ball for 2 minutes or a minute and a half against a talented defense. So if that is your goal, you can leverage timeouts to get there. Listen, if you're on the losing side, you need to keep your timeouts because the clock doesn't stop on made baskets inside 1 minute the way it does at every other level of basketball. So you have to be able to stop the clock. If you're leading like this, you can use your timeouts to, hey, you want to hold it for a minute and a half? Great. Dribble it out for 45, and when you get in a tough position, take your timeout. Now you're reset, and a new, effectively internal shot clock with Archbishop Wood to work with.
Yep. And an opportunity here to defend and deny, get that steal. Lansdale Catholic is going to have to pick up, get scrappy. We got a foul there from Bacella.
And just the second team foul. So with 3:04 to go, they have to start thinking about sending Archbishop Wood to the foul line. Still 2 more fouls to give for the Crusaders of Lansdale Catholic.
Got Littlejohn on Naus. Kicks the ball out.
And Little John fouls Emily Nouse. One more foul to give. And Bicella fouled Ava Renninger. Fourth team foul against Lansdale Catholic.
Wood's doing a good job spacing here. We need Lansdale Catholic to get up and deny, try to cause a turnover.
Some of the Archbishop Wood boys basketball team here tonight to support the girls. Just saw Jaleel Bethea walk by us here. It's always been that way at Archbishop Wood, and it is one of those schools where both programs have been incredibly successful over a long period of time. The commitment from the athletic department, the commitment from the student body leads to a desire to want to go to school there, go play for these coaches. And the support of each program. Hey, a couple years ago, both of them were playing in the state final in Hershey. That was just 2 years ago.
It's special for those players and those students that support. 2 for Lauren Greer. Lansdale Catholic needs to get something going here on offense. Down 18 with 2:46 to go.
And I've been impressed with Greer's game. We talked a little bit about it, Meg, but so cerebral as McDonough will shoot 2. Greer, one of the top 5 in her class academically. Mike McDonald called her brilliant, and I think you see that when she's defending on ball, and she's got great footwork, but has a great understanding of where the opposition is looking to get to and how she can get in the way in legal guarding position. McDonough missed the first.
Yeah, that's a whole nother element of the game. Not just the skill, not just the speed, but that basketball IQ is so important, and continuing to build that through your high school years. Where to be, where's the next pass going, all those important things.
Timeout on the floor. 2:35 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bob Long and Megan McCullough on the broadcast, with Joe Donahue helping us on the camera, doing a great job. And it's not an easy camera job today, is it, Meg? With the stands shaking and tight confines, we wouldn't want it any other way.
That's true. Everyone came out to see this game, and it's sure been a good one.
It has. It absolutely has. And you just never know if we don't see this one again in the playoffs, whether that's in the semifinal or potentially back at the Palestra again.
And after this, 2 tough games for both teams. Wood has Newman Goretti on Friday and Lansdale Catholic with Carroll. So Wood just was able to beat Archbishop Carroll with a strong fourth quarter this past weekend, but I think Lansdale Catholic will definitely give them a run, and we'll see who comes out on top in that next game.
And if Archbishop Wood can win this game here tonight, they'll go into that next game against Newman Goretti undefeated, but also through the gauntlet of Cardinal O'Hara, Archbishop Carroll, and now Lansdale Catholic. You could be looking at the 1 seed just about locked up by 8:30 Friday night. Now, one of our very favorite coaches in the league, Andrea Peterson, is watching this, probably listening right now thinking, I don't think so, Bob. I don't think that's the way it's going to go. And she's an unbelievable coach, a great competitor, great broadcaster, by the way. Really enjoyed having her on the Catholic League final this year, but I don't think she wants any part of sitting next to me at the Palestra. She wants to be sitting across the way on one of the benches.
Of course, of course.
Emily Nouse, largely bottled up because Lansdale Catholic has committed so many resources to Nouse, who hit 6 threes in the first quarter, but Nouse has deferred. There's Olivia Bicella with a step-back triple. It's a 13-point game and a whistle.
And that was a deep one, close to college range.
It sure was.
A very pretty shot.
Timeout, and Mike McDonald is thinking that Eric Gidney didn't get that timeout off in time, but it was granted to him with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to play. good time to announce something else, folks. Some more fun going on at Bob Long Sports. So this is not the only big game we're picking up this week. We are headed to Holy Family University on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. If this is the game of the year on the girls' side, Roman Catholic hosting Newman Goretti on the boys' side is the game of the year in that realm. And we will be there to broadcast the contest. We're excited to do it. Thanks to Brian Haas for reaching out to us. We're also going to be at Roman Catholic on Friday. That's at Broad and Vine, by the way, when LaSalle High School comes to town to take on the Kaolites. So if you're a Roman Catholic fan, just keep the channel tuned to Bob Long Sports all weekend long. Lansdale Catholic gave the foul. And Sanaya Littlejohn goes to the line. I'm sorry, beg your pardon. Ava Renninger goes to the line on the foul by Littlejohn.
Seems every week there's a matchup on the women's or the men's side. It's very exciting, and that's the Philadelphia area for you.
That is. There's no doubt about that. And we get to as many as we can. Too much basketball to go around, though. Back to a 15-point lead for Archbishop Wood, and there has been no let-up from the Vikings. Lansdale Catholic has not been able to open the door. Maybe it opens a crack there with that bucket by Sanaya Littlejohn, but as long as Archbishop Wood is not turning the ball over and is hitting their free throws or getting easy buckets in transition, it's going to be a challenge. Sophia Topakis puts it in. Bacella, there's Windish on her. Double team now for Bacella. And that's just great defense. A really tough shot by Olivia Bacella. And sometimes you just take your cap off. That was incredible defense by Alexa Windish. And better offense prevailed by one of the best high school shooters that I have ever seen.
That was some hard work, too. You know, screens and handoffs and hard work from Olivia Bacella, and then a finish at the three.
So back to the line goes Ava Renninger. It's a very disciplined and veteran team, even though there are some young girls on this one, but get the ball in space. That helps you break the full court pressure, and then get the ball into the hands of your best ball handler, and if not your best foul shooter, one of them. A tremendously proficient foul shooter, Ava Renninger.
Very strong second half for Ava.
Stay with us post-game, folks, as we will get the player of the game on the Archbishop Wood side, and it might be the girl that just got that rebound. Emily Naus will shoot 2 at the line. We will have a post-game interview with her. Our buddy Joe Donahue on camera. We'll take you there, and then hopefully we can catch up with Mike McDonald as well. Thrilled to support the Philadelphia Catholic League where we can. The girls' game is as strong as it's ever been with the depth in the league. Newman Goretti is back this year. Archbishop Carroll, Cardinal O'Hara, Lansdale Catholic, they're here to stay. They're going to drop this one here tonight, but don't close the book on this club quite yet. There's too much talent to do that. And even West Catholic, they've had wonderful years in the past and a solid team this season. Bacella is open for 3. And the rebound corralled by guess who? Ava Renninger. She will shoot 2 from the line, and with 47 seconds left, the Archbishop Wood faithful can feel it now. Just about 70 tickets that went to Archbishop Wood here tonight, Meg. It's a tight venue. Sue O'Neill, the wonderful AD at Archbishop Wood, was very appreciative of B.J. Hogan, the AD here at Lansdale Catholic, and how seamless he made the process, how welcoming he was to Archbishop Wood, and make sure that their fans, particularly the parents, got into the game here tonight knowing that this would be a sellout, and it was going to be a sellout pretty quickly. Sanaya Littlejohn, there's an open 3 from Mobley, and Naus pulls it down. That might be it. Renninger across the timeline, Windish with a touch. And the Archbishop Wood Vikings, they're going to keep that 0 in the loss column in Philadelphia Catholic League play. They're through 3 of the 4 Giants in this league. And this has to feel good. Going to play Newman Goretti on Friday night. Emily Naus was unbelievable, paced the way with 27 points in the first half. And the Vikings avenge a little bit of heartbreak from last year in the Palestra. They win the regular season matchup 70-52. Stay with me here as I head down to grab an interview with a member of the Archbishop Wood team.